Alright, so I just finished up all my mounts. So this is the fuel tank mount. I got it fiberglassed into the inlet ducts, top and bottom. And this is my receiver mount. These are the fuel pump mounts. And then up in here, I got the UAT mounts. And those little plywood spots over there for the ball valve, fuel valve mounts. So anyways, I'm going to kind of just hit all this with some flat black paint just to kind of make it look a little bit nicer. And then I'm going to start mounting stuff. So once I start mounting stuff, I've already plumbed the fuel tanks. So these are Dubro 80 ounces each. I use BVM metal stoppers, so a little bit nicer than the plastic ones that these come with. And yeah, so that's gonna Velcro to this with a strap around right here. Goes all the way around both tanks. I'm not worried about it. This, I'll probably have a little standoff on this to rest the wing. The top of the belly pan is really close to this, maybe ½ inch away. So I'll put a couple little pegs down here just so this can rest on the wing. So that way there's no major stresses pulling on, although it can handle it. Won't be anything major going through the inlet ducts here. And because I'm not planning on pulling a bunch of negative G's aside from inverted flight, I'm not too worried about them coming up or pushing this way. So the strap will hold it in and the Velcro. So anywho, let me throw some black paint on this thing really quick to hide all this nastiness in here. And we'll start mounting stuff. Alright, so this is cleaned up. I don't know if I get a whole lot better. I'll probably tie up a few more things a little bit, but basically I have a left and right side. As you can see, this does look a little bit nicer with it painted black. See, I got one antenna back here, one on the side right there, and then I got one for way up in the front. I gotta mount that still. But you can see the fuel tank hold down, I mean, it's pretty solid. Got my vents coming out right there. Got the 20 channel receiver, all the power cables and fuel lines on both sides, separated left and right. So you'll see in just a second, I already ran this today, but I will say that it's super nice having easy access to the turbines. 2 screws and I can get to everything right here, so it's pretty sweet. One note, I was concerned about the heat back here with the afterburner cans because they don't end until about right here, so the motors are kind of submerged inside. They did get warm on the outside, but I wouldn't say it's hot. I don't know how many degrees, maybe 120 while it was running, and not really any warmer after it shut off, so that was good. So anyways, not terrible. Like I said, I got a little more cleaning up to do. I got to mount the forward antenna, a few more little things, and then I got to figure out how much nose weight I got to add. But basically, it's test run. I ran it a few times. Ran great, so super stoked. So you'll see here in just a second, I'm going to flip it over. I'll show you the top side where the batteries go and everything and the fuel tanks. But that's pretty much how it's going to look. This is my 4 wires for the wing. Like I said, I'll clean up a little bit more in here, but basically ready to go. So let me flip it over and show you the top side. Alright, so it's probably a little hard to see in here, but basically we have our 2 tanks. We have a right side turbine power supply, left side turbine power supply, and then the 2 radio power supply battery hookups. 100 tank. I don't have brakes on this yet because I'm still waiting for them. I'm not really super concerned about. It's not going to need them. It will to be legal. So I'm not flying in any events or any AMA sanctioned fields anytime soon. I'm going to go to the lake bed and fly it. But anyways, it won't need the brakes. This thing's going to land lighter than it was EDF, and it was fine. So anyways, it will have brakes. I'm just waiting for them. So I'll have a second tank up here once I get the Robart brakes and tires. But anyways, pretty simple. That's the retract servo. I'll probably have the brake servo over here so it's all in the same spot. But yeah, it doesn't look terrible in here. I mean, lots of stuff, lots of hoses and stuff. Obviously, we got the vents going down right here. Those 2 vents right there. We got our lines to our UATs. left and a right. So anyways, fairly simple, pretty easy to work in there. We got our 2 ball valves up here, got our on-off switch, and that's it. I gotta put some Velcro up in the nose for this, and I gotta start figuring out the CG on this pig. It's gonna be interesting. Hopefully, really hoping not to add more than 3 pounds, but we'll see. All right, so I already did a test run. Everything seems to be good. I don't have any leaks. Rotor's started up first time. No issues, no flames. So everything's pretty good. I ran short on fuel line, and I had it mounted in my little thing here, and I just noticed it after I ran it. This fuel line was pretty pinched, so I need longer lines so I can remount it there, but I'll probably remount it over here for right now until I can get some more fuel line. But anyways, yeah, I gotta finish organizing in here. Everything's just kind of laying in here. The fuel system's all mounted, the receiver's mounted, but I need to clean up the wiring and stuff. So anyways, let's start her up. Well, anyways, it went pretty sweet. That's the second startup. Like I said, they were already warmed up, so that's why I didn't feel bad going to full power, because I had just ran it a few minutes ago. So anyways, just gotta tidy everything up, go over the radio install 100%, make sure it's all good to go. But yeah, like I said, the fuel system's all strapped in. Got my UATs in there, 80-ounce Dubro tanks. Everything's plumbed. Radio's working. I just need to tidy up all the wires and mount the antennas. So anyways, I mean, obviously this is only a second startup, but I'm pretty happy with the swiwin turbines so far. So anyways, next video will probably be the test flight. I was hoping to do it tomorrow, but my son has a soccer game, so it'll have to be next weekend. Anyways, hope you guys liked the video, and we'll see you in the next one.